Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash. The Flash Season 4, 5, everything else, and the whole Arrowverse, I guess. Now, the CW upfronts are in a few hours from when I'm making this video. You might be asking, sorry, like, oh, Pagey, why don't you wait till that stuff, comes out? Well, it's like 10:30 at night. I need to sleep. So they actually released some other info, which we will go over in this video, but there will be more info coming from that, which I'm sure we will go over in the near future. If it's, worth going over, which I'm sure it will be, because apparently there's meant to be some bigger announcements or some special ones, so hopefully they're not just J'ing that up for no reason, but I'll have to wait and see when they actually announce those. But the main thing we're going to talk about in this video, or the only thing really, is that they actually released the new schedule for the DC TV shows. Anybody wondering, oh, Pagey, what does this mean? This isn't, that important. But yeah, when you watch the shows and you watch every single show, it is pretty important. But anyway, let's not lollygag about, let's actually go over them. So we'll start, I guess, on the Sunday. So the biggest change, I guess, in regards to a show moving is Supergirl. You might be wondering, oh, Pagey, why does that matter? Well, the CW is reopening Sundays to actually show TV shows. There hasn't been like that for a while. Now they have a lot more, I think there's 3 or 4 new shows coming in the CW for next season. So a new show called Charmed is coming to Sunday, which is like a reboot of the old show called Charmed. Would be interesting to see how that show goes. But they have moved Supergirl to 8 p.m. on Sunday, just before Charmed at 9 p.m. Now, people were predicting this to happen because Charmed would have, roughly the same, target market that the show of Supergirl has, so, females. So this is actually a smart move on the CW's behalf, and also they're moving a show that, is up there in its top 5 viewership to Sunday, so at least Sunday gets some viewership, which would hopefully lead into Charmed and get that new show, on a good roll. So that's a smart move by the CW, in my opinion. Obviously, it could be a terrible move, but we won't know until, that those shows launch come the new seasons. Now on Mondays we actually have 2 DC shows. There's two DC shows. I can't speak. It's a bit too late for me, I think. But 2 DC shows on that Monday night, and they are DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So that's holding its place from when it came in the mid-season and basically replaced Supergirl. So if you were thinking, who was going to hold that time slot? Legends technically won, I guess. I don't know if you could really say they won, because I think they moved Supergirl to Sunday as a more strategic thing, but I like Legends being in that Monday slot a bit earlier. I do like that. But then we do have Arrow. It's moved from Thursday nights in America to Monday night now at 9 p.m. It's keeping its time, just moving days. So yeah, we have Arrow on Mondays after DC's Legends of Tomorrow, so we have 2 DC shows there. And then on Tuesday we have The Flash at 8 p.m. followed by Black Lightning, like we had, when Black Lightning was on this season. So no big change there. So the biggest change is really Arrow moving from its Thursday night slot to Monday, and then Supergirl going to Sunday so they can fit Legends in on that Monday. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how many episodes they give Legends. I think that might be one of the announcements at the upfronts, if they haven't already been announced. As I said, I'm making this video a bit earlier, because as we know, in the past, Legends has had, shorter seasons. So it will be interesting to see what they put in that Monday time slot when that show ends. Obviously, maybe the 100 could slot in there when that comes back. But yeah, I have to wait and see what happens there. I guess the same goes with Black Lightning, depending on how many episodes their second season gets as well. Now, the first thing that people were talking about when they saw this setup was, well, it looks like they've done that specifically for crossovers. Now, the setup, just going by the days, you'd have to think is that the crossover will start on Supergirl, then go to Legends, then go to Arrow, and then finish on The Flash, which I think is exactly what it's going to do. Hey, they might even include Black Lightning in there, and it could finish on Black Lightning. I highly doubt that, but, that could happen. But the thing that made me, smile a bit, that The Flash is getting its, is the last part of the crossover. If everything lines up and the crossover is how it usually is, and how, where it's usually placed in, the 8th episode of every single season of these shows, then the final part of this crossover will be on episode 8 of season 5 of The Flash, which is The Flash's 100th episode. So that would be awesome if the last crossover episode is actually that 100th episode of The Flash. So that might be what they're going for here. And I think that's maybe exactly what they've done here, but we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. But that would be pretty cool if that's one of the reasons why they've, made this the certain time slots and the different, the different way that all of these shows are playing out, if that makes sense. In regards to my overall thoughts, yeah, it's because, as I said, the only big changes are Arrow and Supergirl. The Supergirl change, look, I think, as I said, people were predicting it. I think it was inevitable that this was going to happen. They were going to use Supergirl to hype up another show like they did with Flash and Black Lightning. So it makes sense why they did that choice, or made that choice, might I say. The thing that I'm not the happiest with is Arrow. I don't like Arrow being on the same day as DC's, DC Legends of Tomorrow, or just Legends of Tomorrow. And it's not for a viewership basis, like everyone watching. It's just for a personal basis for me with videos. It's just a personal thing. And I'm guessing every other YouTuber that does that would feel the same, because I'm a big Legends guy on my channel. I'm like, it's basically me and one other dude that does Legends, I guess, or me or two other people. And same with Arrow. It's just Legends and Arrow. It's not like one of my main things, where I'm like one of the few people that do them. So the fact that we're on the same day, not the biggest fan of, to be completely honest, but hopefully when the new seasons come around, I might be able to hopefully figure out a strategy to tackle them both and handle them pretty well. But everything else is basically the same. Like all the other shows, I think like Riverdale kept its time, Supernatural kept its time. I think all the other shows basically kept their times, apart from the shows that got cancelled, obviously. And then we have all those new shows in, as I said, like that Charmed reboot. I think there's another spin-off of the Vampire Diaries or something like that that's come in as well. And there's another, I think that Roswell, they reboot. So there's two reboots. There's Roswell and Charmed that are coming into the CW, if you care about that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people are talking about Lucifer maybe coming onto the CW. The CW might save Lucifer because it's part of like the DC family. I don't know if that's happening. Obviously, this video is being made, is getting pre-made, I guess. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload it. So they might have announced it at the CW upfronts, but there isn't really a slot for it at the moment in this in this schedule for the year. But obviously they don't include shows like iZombie, The 100, and other shows like that, which usually premiere around the mid-season, if not after that. So maybe Lucifer could slot in there, but I don't know if they're going to bring that show over to the CW. It was more of a Fox show. Like it fit like the Fox formula, like Gotham does. So I don't know if they're going to bring that over to the CW, because it might have to change a bit, but we'll have to wait and see. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this. Are you annoyed by maybe Supergirl moving days or Arrow moving days? Or are you happy with the schedule as it is? Do you not really care because you don't watch live? Or yeah, just leave all of your opinions down there and let me know what you think of that in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.